Talk Show.
It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 494.
Happy hump day, guys.
Yeah, we're just saying it doesn't feel like Wednesday, but it is in fact Wednesday.
Yeah, it's because we've had a big week. We were out last night at a gig. That's what we do.
Yeah, just hang in.
No, there's no dabbing at a Courtney Barnett gig.
I know. I absolutely loved, it was sort of, I didn't listen to her music before the performance.
Yeah.
I feel like I could go either way. Could be the type of guy to look up everything there is to know about Courtney. So then I could sing along and lecture everyone about sort of fun facts.
Yeah.
But I went completely blind, not having heard her ever before.
Yeah, well, Melbourne artist. Amy's suggestion, or Amy actually said to me, the live thing does something completely different to you. So like you win people over doing live gigs. And so because you see, it's such a, especially the one we went to was like an intimate MTV Unplugged Melbourne. It was sick. It was like a recording of the TV show.
But I also love acoustic covers.
Yeah,
there was some covers too.
Definitely some covers. There was some really good ones and then her own tracks. But Confessions of a Gronk, let's kick it off there, yeah?
Okay, great.
One from last night, but I won't hit you with that one. I'll hit you with the Mondays one. They tie in together. Right, how about we're doing a film shoot up in Sydney. I'm on the camera. I got the camera in my hand, big easy rig on, up close to a guy, getting good audio, nice visuals. We told everyone.
Wait, who's being the
we told everyone to turn off their phones, and then whose phone?
The reason, can I say why I asked everyone to turn off their phone?
Because
your phone went off. It was some sort of calendar noise or whatever, and so I was like, "Oh, that's a good prompt. Everyone, put your phone on silent."
No. It was the other way around. The guy's phone went off. Someone's phone went off. It wasn't mine. But then I was like, yeah, surely I've got mine on silent because I'm the video person. I'm the guy with the camera. The camera person usually always knows what to fucking do. No, the calendar invite went off in my pocket. And so little ding. Anyway, last night.
But also on that, so I'm there doing the interview and Tommy's on the camera. So I let the guy finish. He's like, so guy's mid-sentence. Ding. He keeps talking.
I was going through the footage. I saw it.
Really? Yeah. I think I did a bit of a, let's do that one again. Should we I didn't have to say anything more than that. But then last night.
Oh, mate, this was the best one.
So the MC says, all right, guys, this is a recording. It's an intimate show.
I actually didn't hear that because I had my phone out at that point, just trying to film, not thinking.
And so he was like, don't try to avoid using your phone, or at the very least, don't put your phone up
really high,
right?
Yeah.
And so first of all, after he said this, no one in the room has their phones up at all. Tommy Jackett has his phone up.
In defense to that, I was speaking to the team from MTV and I talked about like, are you guys wanting people to film or like, what do you with your phones, like people creating content? He's like, she said, yeah, back in the past we've said no phones. This time where it's okay for people to film the gig while it's happening. And so I had the inside word.
And it was okay because you were right at the back.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't
that was
at the front.
fine.
I wasn't at the front.
But then
I turned it off. Yeah, I mean, I brought it down, put it between my legs.
And then as they were introducing Courtney onto stage, was it even like just the first like note of her first song, or it was a critical moment?
He literally said like something like, "Please welcome."
Yeah.
Ring, 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 ring. My phone rang as they were like throwing. So it was probably a crucial bit to the whole recording.
You also love yelling out things.
I'm at a concert, mate. Don't tell me what to do at a concert.
I just don't think you need to yell. I was just thinking, and I even see like when the band is walking past and all that sort of thing, I see you like your lips.
Yeah,
moving.
I'm
like, just don't focus.
We'll put out a hand? Do I grab?
Yeah, but like I could see in a moment, don't do any of those things.
No,
don't put your hand out. Don't grab.
You can.
But we are minor Melbourne celebrities, as I like to call us. for the first time.
Great. Jake just said Josh is getting so much leg out for the live stream viewers.
Oh, yeah. I do have a lot of leg outs. Sorry about that, Jake. But no,
or he's not sorry.
Yeah, 50-50. Actually, I'll have to post I took a photo of me in the lift on my phone, which I'll have to show you guys. But it was just, I was trying to be funny. Anyway, and it's got my legs.
That's not that funny.
No, it was just this whole thing. I sort of like did this sort of like pose. Miley Cyrus.
You were actually like trying to take a photo.
Yeah, but I was like almost doing like a sexy. I've seen like Miley Cyrus has been going crazy at the moment with like, I don't know if she's having a meltdown.
I mean, the nipples out. Have you seen that photo?
Yeah. I mean,
Holy moly.
I never knew what they used. The burn tool on Photoshop.
Oh,
so
yeah.
burning, it's like the old school, you wouldn't know about this.
Well, it's just like blurs?
No. So there's dodge and burn. These are old like film techniques. And so like fucking Ansel Adams back in the day when he's doing the big landscape shots, you have to like burn the area that is like lighter if you want to make it darker. So it's just a way of making a few shades darker.
Okay, yeah.
And it feels like potentially Miley Cyrus used the burn tool
on her nipples.
On her nipples.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's fine, whatever. But I just noticed that there was, there's been a bunch of those photos, which is why I took that photo.
Great. HB said, hey guys.
G'day, HB. The reason I was saying that we're Melbourne minor celebrities was because we did do the whole in front of a photo wall picture thing.
Yeah, we did.
I'm glad you got that recording, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I did record it. It's on our Insta stories right now if you haven't.
Why are you glad?
No, there was just because you were lining up in the queue and you weren't sure how to approach the photo in terms of, are you going to put your arm around Tommy? But in the moment, you just lead with it. Oh, yeah, Tommy, put your arm around me.
Yeah, well, I have to direct because otherwise it just feels a bit weird.
I think you did the right thing. I mean, the girl that was there in the pink jumpsuit or what, like outfit, she just lent into that. She's by herself asking the professional camera person to use her little point and shoot camera, not even her iPhone. She's outsourced her photography to the professional one.
Just having options.
And then she's fully posing. You know, it's interesting. I mean, it's definitely just like you remove all that thought of what other people might think, which I think it's fine. So you lent into it.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm excited. We're doing some stuff with Visit Victoria and MTV where we're going to go to a bunch of music events.
Yeah, a bunch of live shows.
And I'm excited to be like a live show guy. Like I'm excited for that to be like, not part of my personal brand. Let's not like talk about it in that
You're
language.
the gig guy.
But I just like the idea of just that there's something about it that's like, because I also think I'm like, what else would I be doing right now if I wasn't 100%.
Here? I think I've never gone to a gig and thought that was the biggest waste of my life. I've always gone, I really enjoyed that experience. It's just the getting off the couch and making your way to the venue. I mean, we did get a kebab before, which was lovely.
Falafel
kebab. So, I mean, you make a night of it, which is what we'll be doing. Yeah. Making a night of it.
No, I enjoyed it. But I also think that the acoustic part of it is like the unplugged element I really enjoy.
Unplugged,
just like no electric, like it's all like analog, I guess, or whatever they call it, non-electric.
Did they have like did they have amps and stuff?
Well, they had a PA system.
It's definitely loud. I mean, that's why when I said unplugged, because it was like
there was definitely electricity. There were a lot of lights.
And a lot of lights and cameras. They're all plugged in, but
unplugged.
But it was unplugged.
The strength of the lights at
got
points.
You a bit?
Yeah, so there was some moments where like near the end of the songs they would sort of put the these lights they had in the back of the performers that would punch out to the audience.
They were kangaroo shooting from stage.
Yeah. and it would really get me. But what it did remind me of is, do you remember discos in school?
Yes? in primary school we had them, yeah.
Do you remember strobe lights? Now, before you answer, I have a feeling that by the time Mr. 97 went to school, they would have outlawed strobe lights.
I can't remember them outlawing them at my schools. Did they do it at yours?
So no, they had them, but there was a huge amount of talk about epilepsy and getting epileptic fits. And so I was like so paranoid that I was going to have an epileptic fit And so I couldn't enjoy the disco. Like when the
Did they not tell you that it's the bit about you need epilepsy to have the epileptic fit?
But the thing is, when you're in fucking
it's the
primary
first
school,
thing.
when you're in primary school, that's the time that you're going to fucking learn if you have epilepsy.
It could come in later in life. I mean, you never know.
Isn't that against your argument? That like you don't, like you can
No,
just
but you're saying the first time you'll ever work it out is having it as a trigger for that. Like I wonder if how many people their first time have ever working out, they've never been triggered.
It's got to be triggered by something, doesn't it?
Not necessarily. You can
Yeah, I
have
guess.
epilepsy. Like I used to train a woman who had epilepsy and super scary. Like she was telling me once that she went to an event, a luncheon, rich Albert Park woman, did a lot of lunches. She's the one that used to just sometimes take me for coffee instead of training, and it cost her $80 for the session. Free coffee for me. But she said once she woke up and she's in the bathroom and she'd hit her head on the toilet. And someone came in and sort of found her and, but she can't remember. Like she just went to the bathroom. Another guy I used to train.
Was he rich as well?
Yeah, he actually was. Poor bugger
Like
though.
lunches.
He had surgery for his epilepsy and something went wrong and he lost a lot of his short-term memory. So he used to not know my name.
Yeah.
But he knew that I trained him. And so
Full on.
he'd have to sort of, but his speech sort of went. And so it was a serious thing. But no, it's an interesting one. Like,
Well, yeah, how do you know? So for instance, the epilepsy thing, I remember just closing my eye. Like I was just paranoid that I was almost like, oh, don't open your eyes for too long. Otherwise, like I almost was putting myself into a state where I could have like placeboed myself into an epileptic fit or some shit. But
I wonder if that has happened, placeboed into something.
yeah, I don't know if that's
chronic.
the right language.
No, but I know what you
Yeah.
mean. You're thinking so much about something. So
Well, that's how I feel about my arm. I was asking 97 if my left arm should still feel weak from my blood test.
how did it feel weak though before? Like, why would it make you feel weak? Like, other than just having a bruise?
I feel like I can't like close my fist hurts to close.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
No, but just do you feel a bit of a
No,
numbness?
see, there's a bruise on the
yeah,
left
so
one,
I've got
which
a
I had.
bruise.
Yeah,
I
but
nearly took the day off.
I had that last week, and then this side, no bruise, just a mark. So she nailed this was yesterday, and this was 1 week ago. Still got a
Let's see
bruise
the
over
bruise
this
on
side,
it.
just like
Okay,
a
yeah,
light
sure.
bruise, and then
Yeah.
over this side.
You still got your stamp on. Did you shower last night?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Kept the stamp on from the
Oh,
event.
mate, nightclub days. You
just get lots of stamps.
every week you just see a stamp on the arm. It's a real sign that you've been out having
97.
a good time.
What concerts have you been to?
3? I mean, Coldplay, Ed Sheeran.
Coldplay. We were probably at Coldplay at the same time. MCG or what? Sorry, no. Eddie had.
Was it
that Marvel
maybe,
now?
Was it like maybe 5-ish years ago?
Yeah. All the lights. Like it had, like
they
you had
handed out those
everyone
things?
had
Yeah,
to-
you had an armband or something like that, and I mean,
How
every
cool was
concert's like
this?
that.
What?
Every
concert's like
yeah,
that.
a bunch of concerts. Sam Smith had them as well. I mean, they did
This is a new
flashlights and stuff, but yeah.
Well,
Used
I
to be the
remember
lighters.
Yeah, dangerous.
Yeah, very. Oh no, iPhones. They could get everyone to bring out, or any phone now has a flashlight.
I guess. I just remember leaving, like trying to beat the trails with Byron Cook. He invited me. He had free tickets. We both worked at the radio station, and it's that classic thing of leaving just like when the encore's starting to try and beat all of the traffic. I just remember being very impressed because like we're out on the street and that was still flashing, like it was still picking up the
Yeah.
Actually, how does
The
it work?
signal.
They are controlling the signal.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
They turn it on. Yeah, midway through the show.
Mm.
And then, so what do you do with it? Just bin it? Or like
I
it
mean,
just?
keep it as a keepsake.
Souvenir. Yeah.
Well, because we're
Maybe
getting
it's
those. When do we get our silicon
Oh,
wristbands?
we get them for next week, but it doesn't have lights in it. That's what I want. I want
Well, I
to be
think
able to
this is-
control people's wristbands.
Yeah. It would be cool to be able to select different colours.
Oh, do you
and things
remember
like that.
the magnetized wristbands that they were flogging that were like
The
health
ones that
bands?
improve your balance and stuff.
Oh,
What
yeah.
were they
I
called?
think Jules Lund got involved in some way. They ended up being a complete scam.
Can you look that up? They were the. I mean, also that mood rings. What do you think of mood rings?
Never owned one.
Nah, they were big when we were growing up, though. Did you remember them?
Yes. I like the idea of if there's some sort of natural rock that changes colour, What are you laughing at? 97?
A natural rock that changes color.
Yeah.
They're called power bands, by the way.
Power bands.
Power balance bands.
Power balance bands.
It's got everything that you want.
What is it? Power
balance. Well, I just feel like you would definitely.
I'd like to
Mr.
be in a
Perfect
band.
would like-
I'd like a band. Yeah.
What happens? I was thinking this morning, Mr. 97 pointed out the fact that our testosterone is actually at its highest, at peak amount in the afternoon.
Is that true?
Well, why would
I
you
heard
say?
it on a podcast.
So it must be.
Yeah.
Have we ever said anything uninformed on this podcast? Never.
I mean-
Fact check.
Mr. 97 said some stupid things in his time.
So anyway, but it got me thinking about the whole testosterone thing and what happens. So like for people who don't know, Tommy for the past probably 8 to 10 months has been pushing this thing that he's got a lot more testosterone than me. I think I pushed back in the early days just to rev you up, and with maybe through heightened testosterone, you bit that bait. And so it got to a point where you decided that for episode 500, we would all get our testosterone tested.
Yeah. The great thing is we all got it measured first thing in the morning. The blood samples were all 8 a.m. 8:30.
And so I'm wondering though, where is the fun? So if you win, where's the fun in that? Have you thought about that?
If I win it,
I don't want
there's
it. I
nothing
just don't want people to feel uncomfortable.
I mean,
So
it
if I
could,
get
just,
a low
it could just
number-
look like this. I'll show you the reaction. It could be this.
So he's just smiling for people who only have the audio thing.
I'll just be looking around at the crowd. And,
But
you know.
what do you think, 97? How do we save it? Like do we need to
Yeah.
raise the stakes or something?
You know what we should have done? We should have just kept
No, I
it.
don't want to hear what we should have done. 'cause
Should've,
we-
would've,
Imagine
coulda.
if it would have been Tommy's free testosterone,
Yeah.
your total testosterone, and my total testosterone.
No, that's just
But
confusing,
that's,
mate.
no.
No, but that'd be perfect
Why?
because then you'd probably win.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
we're
then
not
it's
here to
different
rig
metrics.
We're not trying to rig it
Yeah,
for Josh
I
to
don't
win.
want to. I'm not asking for some sort of Russian Olympics sort of deal. I want to take this out fair and square.
Yeah,
But I mean, what is the annoying thing is that what I was hoping is that there would be at least one metric that I could beat you on.
But
Yeah.
you only got
Oh, mate.
testosterone, right?
We just
Yeah.
got that. Yeah, that's for now. This is a single test.
And so I think that.
But then I
would've-
think, isn't it like, don't worry about me if I win? It's like, whatever. But if you win, dude,
Yeah, no, it'll be
You gotta-
amazing.
it'll be unbelievable.
It'll be untapped potential.
you. I was going to say you could get the testosterone molecule makeup, like the
is it?
you know, like a tattoo of the
Oh yeah.
whatever
absolutely
the
not.
molecule makeup is of testosterone.
So if we get to a point where we get results back and there's some sort of, it's considered some form of medical condition that one of us have based on it being so low.
Low, yeah. There is options.
How funny is that?
I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's a thing that look at how common is low testosterone amongst males.
But like if Mr. 97, if it was like, it turns out that he had,
oh, he's definitely not because look at he's putting on muscle, and you need testosterone. And I mean, he's doing it quickly, and he's looking good. High chance there that he's the winner. So
potentially. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring it up because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
you're
want.
saying we
I was
want
thinking of
stakes.
maybe having a gift for you if you won that I like surprise you with. But
double down on the greatness. What do you
I was going to get you a T-shirt that said Mr. Perfect on it.
Oh yeah, I'll still take that. I mean,
Because when I said
You
the
should have saved it for an announcement and surprise on the night.
but
He's-
who's
you
got
know he's
time?
admin. He
Who's
ca-
got time to
he
do
doesn't
this?
have-
I mean, you could have just told me and then I could have done it.
Well, I said to you I
No,
had a
mate.
surprise for Tommy or whatever, and you said, oh, "Okay, well, don't tell anyone else or whatever." I don't know if that surprise is happening. I don't have time.
Is it-
I don't
Well,
have
then
many-
tell me.
Huh?
Tell
no,
me.
that's what I'm
The
saying. I
time that he-
told you I've got to. Hey, this surprise for Tommy.
Mate, you're not going to, you wouldn't have done it anyway.
Yeah,
You can't take you seriously when you say you've got a surprise.
yeah, I know.
Or you're
That's
going
what
to
I
do
mean.
something.
And so
that's the key one. Do something. Can't take you seriously if
Yeah.
you say you're going to do something. But what you did do this morning, which, I mean, snowball of influrry of comments.
in flurry,
Yeah,
Influx?
influx. I mean, flurry of comments came through this
Flurry,
morning.
yeah.
on your coffee order. Well, I didn't really get into it, but I saw that there was traction, so
I
I'm
knew
curious.
that. Yeah, you
I've heard all your bullshit before.
you don't have.
I hear it daily.
Mr.
But
Perfect doesn't like my simple, relatable content. A 97 came up before. He hands me his phone and goes, "Your coffee content's going off."
yeah.
Basically, it was something like that. Anyway.
That's good.
Yeah, along
It was
those
sort of
lines.
that sort of phrase. And
That's
I
good.
just-
So tell us about the coffee content that's gone off.
well, no. So I this morning I thought, I need to actually shaved my face. I was like, I'm feeling good.
Oh, you
Does that
did?
make you feel good?
Yeah,
I noticed the shave.
yeah. Do you like it?
I mean,
Good feedback.
not really. Not really.
Why?
Because I think that just like a mani, like mine right now is too fucking long. I'm just lazy, and I don't want to
So
shave it to
mine's
look like
gonna
a
be-
4-year-old boy.
So I'm going to be Mr. Perfect for EP 500 then.
Yeah, but I mean, you clean shave. You have
This
done
isn't
that
a
quite
clean
regular.
shave though.
I mean, that's the closest thing for a clean shave for me. I haven't used an actual razor and whipped cream, whatever it is, fucking
Shaving cream.
in 10 years at least.
And so what's your criticism about me not having a beard?
Oh, I like a bit of stubble. I like it having sort of like a nice line under the neck.
You're acting as if we have to go to bed together or something. It's like, dude,
You asked
these-
me my
I
opinion.
like it.
Yeah, no.
You asked me my
Well,
opinion.
you literally, not only that, but yesterday, and you've gotten a little bit better of feedback about my visuals appearance, because now you actually lump you into it, where it's like, oh, now we need to get haircuts before at 500.
Yeah. But
You
it's
had
in the
no-
it's the same area as admin. I said, well, if I'm going to do it, you don't do anything without anyone else around you doing it for you or booking you in to do something.
I think the thing with haircuts specifically,
But I was just saying, get a haircut before episode 500 because I'm going to get one. And so I reckon, mate, come out looking your best.
So your worry is that I think that we've spoken about this before. Your worry is that you get a haircut and I don't get a haircut.
Oh, not
Are
at
you
all. I
worried
just
for
thought you
me?
might have wanted to.
I
mean,
think he was just throwing you a rope to help you out.
Oh, if you want a
But
haircut.
what does that mean? Why? What? I don't need rope.
Because you wouldn't do it anyway. You wouldn't have
And so
gotten a
you
haircut
think-
before episode 500.
But I almost want to push back and say I'm going to wear a hat.
Oh, no, wear a hat then if that's your
Okay.
thing. If that's your thing, though. But then we're going away and you definitely won't have time on the Wednesday because we got shit to do. And then on the Thursday, we're flying out.
Mm.
And then you're over in the States looking like an
US.
absolute
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
gronk.
yeah.
I'm just trying to, like, that's my thinking. So I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I get it.
if you want to
There
do
should be a barber at the airport.
it, that'd be good. I mean, there's
Don't you
boot,
think?
there's
in the
fucking-
lounge. They
Dude, there's
get
boot
haircut.
cleaners at airports.
So what are we going to do? So lounge, we only have access for 2 of us to go in. Are you guys going to toss a coin or something, or
I'd
we're just
happily
going?
toss a coin.
Yeah, we
Happily
could do
toss a
paper,
coin.
scissors, rock like we did
But are
last
you
time.
going to get upset? So
No, it's okay.
I received an email.
Wasn't for me.
No,
We
You
will
don't
get to
send
his
it,
coffee
mate.
content. We've
Yeah.
gone slightly
Sorry.
off, but
Oh,
no.
but just quickly, by the way, Russ says, does Bree prefer the clean beard or a beard or a clean shaven face?
oh, yeah, true.
Bree prefers a clean bathroom, which means beard.
Jem
because-
says, get
yeah.
your nails and a spray tan while you're at it.
That's
Yeah.
very classic content.
Yeah.
We could definitely
Full wax.
full wax. Oh, I got my back wax in it. The only
Crack
time
back and sack.
the only time I have ever had my back waxed was in LA.
Really?
And I don't get many allergies, but the rawness of my skin,
Oh,
I
you
think
do.
I was scaring the lady that was doing it.
What was it
because it
doing?
was just every, like the strips, every time it ripped off, it would be like a whatever the shape of the strip was red.
Mm.
And
On,
my
on
mate,
the back, on your back.
Mm.
Well, it is warm. It's sensitive. It happens. The thing is, when you start getting grey
Oh, the
hairs, when you
I'm
start
never
getting
doing
grey
chest.
hairs, my
Oh.
friend, it looks like a big silverback gorilla. He's got big, sort of thick grey chest hairs, and he gets his chest waxed, and they're so thick it like rips out, and he bleeds from the little spots. So anyway, you're not at that point, but it is. It's. I mean, I think Gemma, are we right that it's like it does cause some kind of like redness if you haven't had it done much? I could imagine.
Jem just said she'll book us in for laser, full body laser.
See, laser I could get around.
No, you couldn't because there's at least 6 sessions that you need to do, and that's 6 times that you need to make an Insta story on the way there. That's
What,
6 times.
Is that because we're getting it indoors?
Yeah.
Is that why? Is that what you mean?
No, I just thought It's a coping mechanism.
Oh no, I
Of
thought you
getting
meant that
through.
it was like integrated content.
That would be annoying, wouldn't it?
Anyway, so yeah, on the coffee thing.
Yeah, so the coffee.
No, this morning I was thinking about what sort of coffee I was going to have. Bree is in Sydney, and so I'm left to fend for myself, have to organise my own coffee, which is fine, whatever.
And he asks why I recommend that he books in a haircut when I do.
No, but that's not you doing anything. And I
I'll book
don't
it in
go
for
to that where.
I'll book something in for
Where
you.
are you going?
I'm going to Arte and Frank, good friend of mine.
As in the one that you've been going to for 15 years?
Mm.
The bald guy that I met once?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's got a
It's
dog
true.
named
It's
George
south
Michael.
side.
Yeah,
It's
it's worth it though for the cut you get. Very sharp.
What do you pay?
$50.
Oh,
Is that a special deal?
Support your mates.
it's definitely not a special deal at $50.
No, that could be.
No, it's a special deal for the salon. Yeah, for sure. $65 or something for the normal cuts. Fresh cuts.
In LA, I actually I've had a haircut before. It was the most expensive haircut I ever got. With this will blow your mind. It was at the Grove 97, or it was next to the Grove. You know, it's got like the market section.
Mm-mm.
Went there, barber, did the beard and the hair, and also
Cutthroat shave, like
Yeah.
a cutthroat shave.
cutthroat shave. A lot of places don't do it now because
Was
of,
this
like,
back in the
insurances
day
and
when
stuff.
you had your full
Yeah,
neck beard?
yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Oh, is that year?
Yeah, it would have been like
So
that.
they got rid of like a solid.
No, it wouldn't have been that big. Nah. It was. I was with Bree, so it wasn't on my
Oh, I wasn't with
trip.
Nathan. Okay.
trip. But the it was 170 Australian dollars. Bree couldn't believe it.
Is that
Because-
including ink tip?
Yeah, it would have been
Okay.
tip. But still crazy. And so you've got to be careful. Something could look a little bit small and boutique, like a little sort of pop-up shop.
Yeah.
Did you get the shock of your life when you walked up there and he said the price? Or did
think-
you know entering in
No,
it was going
this
to be
is the
like
thing.
$100?
This is the thing with travel, and then we'll get to the coffee. And we should have a conversation about it. You can't get bogged down in the small transactions of travel. You need to sort of accept the fact, like I've been fucked over by the smoothies before. Remember, I spent $40 on smoothies in Vegas. These things happen. And the thing is, what we're paying for is this unique experience of being fucked somewhere. So you need to accept
There's more pleasurable places you can spend money to get a fuck.
in Vegas.
Definitely.
No, but the thing is, I'm serious though. You are paying like you haven't been to Thailand until like a taxi driver has fucked you.
Yeah.
Like you need. There's all these things,
I know.
and so that's why I think.
So,
So
you really got screwed with that. $170.
and so I think,
Oh, well.
but I think that we need to. There's going to be opportunities within LA
Yeah.
for us all to be fucked, and we just need to sort of accept it.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
not
okay.
not being silly, not just being crazy.
Yeah.
But there's got to be times where it's like, oh, you know what? Like, this is a bit silly to pay $12 for a juice, but
We'll do it.
I'm on Hollywood Boulevard.
I reckon Mr. 97 is actually the prime candidate because he wants to eat healthy. He wants to eat raw. Like, I could just imagine he'll get trapped into a $16 ball.
Which means we're trapped.
It's our fucking money.
Yeah.
So your coffee thing, you breeze away, you're
Yeah.
fending for yourself, you go and get a coffee.
And so it was hot outside. I made the decision that I was going to move from hot beverages to cold beverages.
Right?
And so I then started to think with my shift in coffee order, how am I going to describe it to the people?
What's the coffee order?
So how would you describe your coffee that you normally get?
Today, I went and asked for a strong 3/4 latte in that specific order.
Okay.
Strong, the reason I do it is because I can't have him fuck it up. I want it to be double strength.
Okay. Well, this is the thing that you haven't necessarily considered. What is their computer system and how
Yeah.
are they doing this?
I couldn't tell you.
And so I asked a cafe close to my house, because the way that I normally do it is, can I please have one large, strong almond flat white, please?
Large, strong.
Can I get one large,
Alm-
strong almond flat white, please?
Yeah.
I said, how is that for you? And she said, what? I said, the order, how I say the order, how is that for you? And she said, And then she was sort of like a little bit confused. I'm like, could I say it in an easier way for you to be able to put it in? Because she always sort of like, it's like Fonda. Big criticism of Fonda. They changed their menu for one thing.
Yeah.
Secondly, when you go to order, I have the table number in my head. So I'm like 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
You need to say it.
Like, hey, yeah, just table 12.
Get out
The
of the way.
thing is, they can't put a table number until the end of the order. And so every fucking time they say, I do the order, and then they say, and what table number was it? Even though I've given them the table number. So I understand how these systems work.
Yes.
And so it turns out that what the girl behind the counter said was lead with the coffee type, i.e. flat white.
Flat white, okay.
And so flat white, large, strong almond. And so when it came to the iced coffee, I had a big panic that, yes, I thought you got 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
I thought he was putting his fucking
Bro, I was
hand
doing your thing that you wanted me to do.
No,
Mason Josh tells him to give us a hand up to say 5 minutes, guys.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. I appreciate that. No, so I had an incident the other day where I sort of said, can I have a latte or whatever? Can I make it cold? I just fucked the whole thing up. And they had different. They had an extra large size as well. It's quite hard to ask for when it goes from large to extra large, it changes the type of cup from sort of your traditional coffee cup to sort of the plastic smoothie style cups, which I sort of like. Anyway, so I did it today. I said, could I please have, can I have an iced latte strong with almond milk, large, please?
That's the wrong order.
No, it's fine. She gets it.
Yeah. Which most of them should be adaptable. The problem I have is the restaurants you go to where it's like they've just disengaged their hearing. You've said one thing and then I know that it is the process. I've bit my tongue so many times. I'm just like,
what are you biting your tongue at?
Just like not saying, you're not listening.
Yeah,
like, are you fucking not listening? No, I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't do it. That's why I say
I don't even have to bite my tongue though.
Yeah, but it's frustrating when you just say one thing and then they just don't listen to you.
Well, Brie and I had a situation on the weekend where we ordered 2 Diet Cokes and then another waiter came over and gave them to us and said, here you go, here's your 2 Cokes.
There's a problem though because some places will say that and then you got to go, Diet Coke? Yeah, Diet Coke.
Yeah, and because it didn't have like a little lemon or anything in it. And so Brie tasted it and was like, yeah, no, all clear. And so then I was like, it was Diet Coke. Anyway.
I mean, how many baristas are actually just serving up lattes for flat whites?
I wouldn't even know the difference.
No
I was thinking like, what is an iced flat white? Does that even exist?
I don't think it does because it's all about the milk froth, right? And there's no milk froth.
Milk what?
You know?
Milk what?
I said it. What are you going to say?
No, I just like you saying it.
Say it.
Froth.
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 Froth. What is it? Froth?
Froth.
Froth.
It's easy to say froth.
Froth.
What?
Milk froth.
Yeah.
There was a time where I got into there's a few things that I have been caught up in, like getting into other people's vernaculars
Scandals,
or whatever. No, I people saying, "Oh, I'm frothing that."
Yeah.
I said that a few times, and Bree's like, "Don't say frothing."
No, don't say
You
that.
fucking.
It's
like
your
your
dab.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be a surfer. It's very like surf
What about
culture.
the word that you hate?
What is it?
Doggo.
A doggo. It's a dog. Well, I don't even know what it means.
Yeah, he got really upset the other day. Fucking people saying doggo.
Doggo.
Don't be dumb. It's a dog.
It's a dog.
Anyway. I get that. Anyone else?
Just back on the waxing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jem said the first thing is that it removes the very top layer of the skin.
Oh, ouch.
And the second is often a sensitivity to the wax. Grace said she'd love to see the content from a laser session.
Yeah.
Great, Grace.
Dom said, I'm bald and I paid $25 for a haircut the other day. It took ages. He made a real production out of it. There was a hot towel involved.
Of course, yeah. All good things end in a hot towel. I mean, there is
$25
for a bald haircut.
for a bald haircut.
I have heard. I think maybe
It's
Carl
amazing.
Barron talks about it. Like, just There's fucking playing with the head, like, massaging heads, just getting the fucking. But,
at Doncaster Shopping Centre, Amy just
Shoppo?
at Shoppo, Amy got a haircut a couple of weeks ago, and I went in to see her, and I just look around, and all of the people are doing this massage thing to these people's shoulders, and I was like, "Is this place a massage parlour as well?" But no, it's just that place. Everyone gets massages before they start the haircut. I appreciate that.
Is it by like someone who has?
No, it's by the person
By the
doing
hairdresser?
the haircut. Yep. Yeah.
No, you can't
it's
do
just,
that.
What's something we could implement in our business before the video?
Blowjobs for everyone.
All right, sicko.
I mean, massages aren't. I don't like the idea of them doing that.
Well, I guess it is an intimate service. You are sort of like cutting and touching and getting physical with the head.
No intimacy before she.
Definitely not.
Clients prick their ears though. It would definitely be Tommy looking after that. I'd be getting the camera set up. Anyone else 97?
We got an email from Gordon.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've been watching your podcast on YouTube since Josh did his interview on Matt Diavella's Ground Up show. I love the energy you guys have on the show, and I thought I'd share something that I thought was funny. I narrate audiobooks and sing opera for a living in the States. And since you guys were chatting about how many books you read throughout the year, I decided to total mine up. Over the past year, I've read 31 books.
Solid.
Some for work, but many for the simple joy of reading. That might be a little more than Josh's 10 hours.
I wonder if he reads out loud. He doesn't have
For
to.
the audiobooks?
No, we're just in books that aren't
Because
audio
he's so
books.
used to reading
Yeah.
audiobooks
But maybe it's
out
good
loud.
training. I remember when I first wanted to be a TV presenter, I would read my books out loud in my room. So I live by myself, but I'd
It's
read
an
it.
extremely annoying habit.
I'd
If
read
anyone's
it.
around.
Yeah, if anyone's around. That's why doing it by yourself. But maybe that's how you train to
Do
be
you
an
read
audio
to
book.
Bodhi?
Yeah. I like to get into some sort of good flow, emphasizing specific words, having play with it, get real animated. He loves it.
Which books?
Like the more animated, What to Do with a Chance is his latest one.
What's the deal with that book?
It's about this. It's like it's a self-help book essentially. It's about this kid who a chance being like take a chance doing something, but they create the chance is this thing, looks like an aeroplane, looks like this little paper plane. It's yellow and it has sort of dust following it, and this kid doesn't take it, and he starts not grabbing the chance, continuing to not grab the chance, and then the chance doesn't appear. He doesn't see the chance
away.
anymore. Yeah,
That's a great story.
but then he wants to start finding the chance again and take a chance. Anyway, but he loved it.
Great.
And so you did too, probably.
I mean, it's always nice when they're fucking. There's only so much bloody Peppa Pig you can think about.
Yeah, there is
No?
something in that. Maybe
Miffy goes flying.
maybe for every book, there should be a kid's version that you could read. So say if you're reading like, what is it called? How to Not Give a Fuck. What is that book?
Oh, Saddle
Subtle
Art
Art of
of
Not
Giving-
Giving a Fuck. Like, what's the kid version of
The
that?
Saddle Art of Not Giving a Fudge.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
And it's all
at
about
a fudge store.
Yeah, it's all about. Yeah, there's an ice cream store definitely in there.
How many years of this podcast do we have to do before we've
Written a children's book.
Andy Lee style?
Yeah.
I'd love that. I'd love to.
Craig Harper's written a children's self-help book.
Really?
It's called Brian the Beige Bear. And
I
so
love
when
that.
you go into his office, it's up on the wall, and he's been working with somebody, and it's gonna. I don't know where it's at, but he
Wait, he hasn't released it yet.
no, he read it out at a weekend workshop that he did that I was at, and it was awesome. I loved it. Brian the Beige Bear. It's like I don't know how old the kid has to be, but
I mean,
it's like
beige
Dr.
is
Zeus. It's weird as shit. Dr. Zeus is so weird. That's one of his favorite ones. Like some Dr. Zeus book. It's
Anyway, getting back to the email. If you're looking to get into reading books on a regular basis, just set aside time like you would for meditating or working out at the gym.
all admin, but go on.
It's been inspirational to listen to your podcast every day while I work out, and I've learned so much about your culture. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys. Best of luck.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
brother.
you. I wonder if there's Australians cringing at the idea that we're representing Australian culture. We are.
No,
We're
it's our
pretty
own.
spot
It's
on,
called
aren't we?
Gronk culture.
Yeah. Anyone else on Instagram 97 before? And then we also need your LA fact.
Sam said, gets a grade, but have been loving the last few weeks or so with just the three of you.
I think, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Pete joined. Goldie Guts
Oh,
joined.
G'day, Pete. Goldie Guts.
Goldie,
Now,
I wanted to message you because I think we need someone to make sense of our tests, of our testosterone tests. And I thought we could all take a photo of the results and send them individually to Goldie Guts, who understands this shit.
Well, I feel like Goldie Guts is going to sabotage mine.
No. She likes you. I think she really likes
Well,
you.
she had a blow up at me this morning.
I didn't say that.
BS, she said about, because I said, I'm not getting another keep. I knew that if I take a video of my keep cup, everyone's going to crack the shits. But remember, I think probably like a year and a half ago, someone was DMing me about not using a keep cup.
Oh, yeah.
I've had 2 keep cups. I've lost them both. But Goldie Guts was quick to say, BS.
This is a compostable cup.
Yeah, so how do we feel about compostable cups? I don't think we need lids. Lids are unnecessary.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I feel
Recyclable.
like 97 is Goldie Guts writing anything?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
So I thought what she could do was actually just translate it, write it in a fashion that would mean that it would be the slow reveal. Like, like it's sort of gives you a little explanation about what we're looking for and the number.
Is
and
this
then
you saying that you haven't been able to get Nathan?
Oh, no. This is to hand over to Nathan. Because imagine handing Nathan just 3 numbers and he he needs with a little bit of
Context,
prompting.
yeah.
With a little bit of prompting. I would prefer to be just having some nice results to read out.
When's your next date night so you can go see Nathan?
Yeah. Nathan, he's joining us on a date night.
No, when are you speaking to Nathan about
Yeah,
it?
I'm just going to Insta him.
We don't even know his availabilities.
Yeah.
Who's the next person outside of Nathan?
Gemma. Queen Gronk.
Well, she's emceeing. I just think that we need.
I mean, it ties in nicely then. Or Goldie Guts, she can come. She's great.
Yeah. No, I'll have
can
a
do it.
think.
I mean,
Anyway.
don't think too hard because I'll be the one organising it. So,
I'll let you know who I think.
Goldie Guts says, wow, in your head, everyone is angry at you, Josh.
In your head, everyone. Yeah, fuck off, Goldie
Just
Guts.
dedicate yourself to a keep cup.
no, it's fair. It's fair. Anyway, LA fact of the day before we jet off.
Powers Place, southwest of downtown LA, is the city's shortest street at 13 feet.
13 feet.
Yep.
12.
That's
3 meters.
Yeah, 4
It's-
meters, 3.9 meters.
3.9 meters. Far out.
Where is it?
Powers Place.
Powers Place.
I don't know where that is. So it's downtown, so city.
Could we shut down a street to do an episode of the podcast?
Yeah, we've shut down. I mean, maybe it's like a through road for like.
I feel like, but maybe there's heaps of people who are going there, you know?
You reckon? Can you find a photo of it, Mr. 97? We'll suss it out.
Yeah.
We can.
Good chat.
Good fact.
All right, guys.
Hi
We'll,
at
we'll
the
see
daily,
you, mate.
hi at the dailytalkshow.com. One other thing I was going to say, if you email us and you put in your address, because we don't have enough admin.
Oh, that's bullshit.
What?
Oh, sorry, not the admin thing.
It is bullshit, though. I was going to say that's
I'm
bullshit.
just on the street. It's literally, so there's 2 streets running parallel, one going, forward and the other going backwards or whatever in terms of like the direction of the cars.
Yes. You got me.
Oh my God. What are we
And
dealing
it's
with
just
here?
it's just a road in between the 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
what
did
street
you-
is.
Nah, because it's just like a turn off.
Oh, okay. But they've called it a full
Yeah,
street.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it.
All right,
what's what I was
you
gonna-
win some comment, you win some LA facts, you lose some LA facts.
So what I was going to say, from now until episode 500, we'll shut this off at episode 500. We will do a sticker run because we have stickers and we have envelopes. So if you email hi@thedailytalkshow.com, say g'day, write a little note, put your address, Mr. 97 will send them out next week. Also, if you enjoy the show, you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts. We're on Instagram, screen grab, share on stories that you're listening to us. Tag us up, please. That's appreciated. And give us a break about the keep cups. 'Cause we're all doing our best. And the thing I'll say to Goldie Guts is I walk to work every day. How do you get around?
I think she works from home, to be honest.
Well,
No, I'm serious.
Does she have any lights on? It's a Daily Talk Show. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
There you guys.